Namaste everyone, I am Dr. SEEMA THAKRAN, Assistant Professor on Selection Grade in Mathematics, Department of Applied Sciences, the NorthCap University, Gurugram. I am thankful to Dr. Arjun Dave for giving me such a opportunity to chair a session in the 6th International Virtual Multidisciplinary Conference titled Advancing Innovation Through Multidisciplinary Research and Transformative Education, AI, Sciences and IKS in Multidisciplinary Synergy for a Viksit Bharat. Thank you, Dr. Arjun Dave, for the opportunity. I am excited to chair the session. So let's start with the presentations.
Hello everyone, I am TABSUM B, Assistant Professor in Mathematics from Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, KPM, Goa. I'll be talking on the theme Advancing Innovation Through Research and Transformative Education, Artificial Intelligence, Sciences and Indian Knowledge System in a Multidisciplinary Synergy for a Viksit Bharat. A Viksit Bharat developed India cannot be achieved through an isolated discipline. Nowadays, the problems and the challenges that we are facing is climate change, whether it is sustainable development, digitalization or healthcare. All these problems demand for a multidisciplinary synergy. Now, what is this multidisciplinary synergy? That means we are talking about bringing together artificial intelligence, sciences and Indian knowledge system. So when all of these things work together in a synergy, we can have a Viksit Bharat. Now, what are the things we are supposed to do? When we talk about this synergy of artificial intelligence, sciences and Indian knowledge system, at the heart of this synergy lies a powerful and understated discipline, that is mathematics. Since I am an assistant professor in mathematics, I would like to emphasize the importance of mathematics in the Indian education system as well as in the innovation. Okay. Now, what I want to tell is mathematics plays a very important role in all the three: artificial intelligence, sciences and Indian knowledge system. When I talk about sciences, whether it is data sciences, whether it is physics, whether it is sustainable development, whether it is economics, like even in the artificial intelligence and Indian knowledge system, everywhere mathematics plays an important role, wherein it is nothing but the backbone of all of these concepts. Now, when we talk about education, mathematics cannot be introduced in the education as an optional. It is not an option, it is an essential part of education. We talk about artificial intelligence. Now, all the algorithms in artificial intelligence are based on the concepts in mathematics like linear algebra, probability and optimization. When we talk about sciences, all the natural sciences are built on the concept of mathematical modeling, wherein we deal with observing and then getting a precise data using mathematics. Most of the dissertations and the project work that are done in almost all the subjects, they use statistics is nothing but a part of the mathematics. It is an important part of the mathematics. So now in sciences also we deal with predicting the weather conditions up to studying quantum mechanics. Everywhere mathematics is needed. Now in Indian knowledge system, if you see mathematics, there are books written from the past so many years by the Indian mathematicians on the astronomy, also dealing to the contribution to the number system as well as to the geometry. Now if we talk about India, India has always had a strong role playing in integrating knowledge across disciplines. So now, what happens when a student does mathematics? The first thing that happens in mathematics is he analyzes the problems, he starts thinking logically, he analyzes deeply, and when he analyzes deeply, he can solve the problem efficiently. So, analyzing the problem, analyzing it deeply, thinking logically, and solving the problem efficiently, all these are the steps of research. These are the steps of innovation. So, if we want innovation in the education system, we have to introduce mathematics in a proper manner in the education system as an essential part of the education system, not as an option. It was and it is never an option. It has to be put in a proper place in the education system, from the primary to the high school to the higher secondary and till the college level. Mathematics has to be introduced, if nothing, at least for the logical thinking, deep learning, and then essential solving of the problem, efficient working on the problem. For all these things, mathematics is needed. So as a faculty teaching mathematics, I never tell my students to treat mathematics as a subject. I always make them think about the problem, talk to the problem, analyze the problem, and then you frame your problem so that you can solve it on your own. You don't need a teacher to write everything on the board. So everything starts from education. If your base is strong, if your education is strong, then we can always build a strong nation. So with this, I conclude my talk. Thank you.
Thank you, TABSUM B. The presentation was very nice. The title of your presentation was Advancing Innovation Through Multidisciplinary Research and Transformative Education, AI, Sciences and IKS in Multidisciplinary Synergy for a Viksit Bharat. Was highly insightful and thoughtful, provoking it effectively emphasized the importance of integrating artificial intelligence, sciences, and Indian knowledge systems to address modern global challenges through a multidisciplinary approach. The speech, the talk highlighted mathematics as a foundation of innovation, explaining its crucial role in AI, scientific research, and traditional knowledge systems. The focus on transformative education, critical thinking, interdisciplinary learning, and research-oriented approaches added significant academic value to the discussion. Overall, the presentation was well structured, inspiring, and successfully conveyed the need for a strong mathematical and educational framework to achieve the vision of a developed and self-reliant India. So thank you for the wonderful presentation. Thank you, Team Vedant and Dr. Arjun Dave, for the opportunity. I'm really thankful